Hey, YouTube and Facebook. Let's go to the Instagram. Hey, Instagram. Now I'm live in all of my places. I'm so excited. I know it's a midday live. It's Friday. I didn't want to go live at night because I'm going to be Kinsley free. Me and Bay going to be watching some movies. I'm going to be working pretty much up until it's time for us to watch movies because it is what it is. We are in launch mode and I wanted to bring you guys this hot, juicy fire tea. So today, y'all, I want to chat with you about 3 ways. Hey, V baby. I want to chat with you guys 3 ways that I made time for my side hustle. Hey, Victoria. Um, so let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm very interactive with my lives. I'm going to introduce myself in just a second. If this is your first time joining me, your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krys the Maximizer. I am a money and a coupon strategy coach, and I am here to help you save and make money so you can live the life you love. Like, seriously, how amazing does that sound? And for today's video, like I said, we're going to be talking about 3 ways that I made time for my side hustle. These principles can be used to make time for whatever it is you want to make time for in your life. If you feel like you want to do something and you feel like, oh, I don't have time, I promise you there is time. There is time for you to do it. And we're going to talk about how you can make that time in just a second. Thank you everyone for joining me. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. We have V Baby in Illinois. We have Latoya here in Texas. Thank you for joining me. We have some folks over on Instagram and on YouTube. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm gonna pull up my notes and we're gonna go ahead and dig right in. If you have questions, please drop your questions down below. I'm very interactive. I always answer all the questions. So let's just dive right on in. I usually go live later in the evenings, but like I said, it's Friday and your girl wants to go live now. Okay, so let me see. Okay, it's working. Okay, cool. Hey, Charlie, I actually gave you a call and an email. Did you get it? I'm actually going to call you today. If you let me know what time is good for you. Hey, Crystal, I also sent you a text. Hey, Nashonda. Danny, mom of 3 boys, is in Florida. Hey, I'm in Florida too, girlfriend. So I'll definitely be calling both of you today, Charlie and Crystal. I have your phone numbers. So we're gonna dig into 3 ways I made time for my side hustle, and I'm supposed to be pulling up my notes, and they're not coming up. Hey Sam, hey Janie, thank y'all so much for joining. So first things first, yes, sir, I missed your call. It's okay. Let me know what time is good for you today. I'm on Eastern time. Let's chat. I'm gonna call you back today. So I'm gonna call you and you let me know what time is good for you. Okay. All right. So hey Natasha. All right, let me get comfy. And I have my smoothie here. My pants are jacked up. We're gonna get started. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, we got a full house over here on TikTok. TikTokers, don't be shy. Let me know where you're watching from. And we are gonna be talking about 3 ways that I made time for my side hustle. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is anytime today, perfect. You'll be the first one I call after this. After I'm done my live series. Okay, so first thing is you can make time for anything. Yes, we have a finite amount of time, waking hours, things of that nature. But anything that's important to you, you will make time for. If you agree with that, say yes in the chat. Anything that's important to you, you will find time and make time for. Okay. The number one thing I did, and this is not even my 3 ways, but the number one thing I did was I was focused in on what's important, which brings me to the first way that I was able to make time for my side hustle. I decided that my side hustle is important. I decided that my side hustle is important. My coach always says, once you decide something, act as if it's already happening and it shall come to fruition. I decided that my side hustle was important. You've probably heard from friends, family members, whoever, coworkers that are like, you gonna spend your time doing that? You think you're gonna make money doing that? Yes, I decided that it was important to me, so I am gonna make time for it. People make time for things that are important to them. So you've got to wake up and decide that this is important to me. and I'm going to make time for it. Okay. I'm going to talk about this a little bit deeper, but I found pockets of time. I stayed up late. I'm not an early riser, but I can stay up a little bit later. I stayed up late to make time for my side hustle. Okay. And for those of you who are new, my side hustle that turned into my full time business was my YouTube channel and a money saving membership. So my YouTube channel was my main side hustle. And then I started the money saving membership. So I stayed up late planning for videos. I stayed up late editing videos, uploading videos, scheduling videos, responding to comments. I stayed up late preparing content for my membership that I was creating and I already created, right? The other thing, I decided that my side hustle was important. I stopped working over in my 9 to 5. I was a salary employee. I already worked about 45 hours in the office, like of office time. And then I would typically come home and work throughout the week somewhere between 10 and another 12 hours. I was a sales recruiter. I stopped working at home. Now, I would send like confirmation messages. I was a recruiter. I would send confirmation messages on Sundays. I would follow up with people on Fridays, right? And if it was something really urgent or someone was like, please call me back at 7 o'clock, I would make those follow-up calls. But I was not sitting down, opening up my laptop, like looking at resumes and I was not doing that because my side hustle was important to me. So when I was at my 9 to 5, I doubled down and I tripled down at that. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit else about what I did at my 9 to 5 to help make more time in my side hustle. But I stopped working over at home. Okay, I did like the bare minimum at home to make sure that my people were confirmed for their next day orientation or if they did their drug test and all that. I did those small things, but it wasn't like open up your laptop to decide to cut off your other options and zone in on focusing on my one opportunity. Yes, I love that. I love that. So the other thing I did, which will go into like my second and third, when it comes to deciding it was important, I decided how to allocate my days. And I'm going to give you an example. So Friday was my me time. And I'm going to talk about that under number 2. But just know Fridays after work was me time. So anything that I needed to do for me, get my nails done or anything like that, I tried to schedule that on Fridays after work if I could. That was the day where I binge watched my shows and all of that. Saturday was family time. So if Kinsley had like a birthday party or I would take her to Disney, we would go to Disney almost every week. Anything I wanted to do with Kinsley, if I wanted to do something with her, we did it on Saturday. And typically once she went to bed, I worked on my side hustle. And if we didn't have anything planned and it was a lazy day, I would just take her to the pool. I'd play in the pool with her for a little bit. Then I would sit back and I would open up my laptop while she played in the pool, right? And then Sunday was all side hustle because I decided that my side hustle was important. So side hustle Sunday. In the mornings, early morning, I would go to CVS and Walgreens. I would shop. I would edit, upload, post the videos. If it was a grocery shopping week, I would grocery shop on Sunday. And then I would stay up once Kinsley went to bed and like planned my life away, which we'll talk about in a second. But I decided what my days were going to be, what I was going to give to my side hustle. And then Monday through Thursday, a bare minimum of 2 to 3 hours a day on my side hustle, which you may be thinking, what? Yes. And I'm going to go into why I said 2 to 3 hours when I go over reason number 2 or way number 2 that I made time for my side hustle. So these are like all the subways. I decided that it was important to me. I decided that I wanted my YouTube channel to grow. I decided that I wanted to help people save money. I decided I wanted to grow my membership. So in that decision, things needed to shift and change for me to make time. If this makes sense, type yes in the chat. If this making sense to you, please put a yes in the chat for me. So the first thing I did was I decided, and I'm drinking 2 drinks, y'all. I got a smoothie and I got water. I decided that it was important to me. And this does not have to only apply to your side hustle. This can apply to like a new relationship. This can apply to like a new friendship. This can apply to a new way of self-care. Decide that it's important for you. Okay. Number 2, the second really big thing that I did, and this is something that we all need to face, I reallocated wasteful time. So before I started my YouTube channel, I took a week off of social media because I was getting overwhelmed. If you're constantly scrolling on social media, you will start to fall into comparison. She got a husband. She got 3 kids. She making all this money. Their business is booming. Woe is me. I can't do that. I'll never have. I can't believe and blah, 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 right? Comparison is the thief of joy and everything that comes with it. So, my biggest chunk of wasteful time was scrolling on social media. If you're guilty of that, you can type me in the chat. This is no judgment zone. This is just coming to the realization that I was wasting precious time that could be making me money, that could be saving me time, that could be helping me make progress on one of my goals. Hell, even if me wanting to lose weight was one of my goals, sitting on Instagram scrolling is not helping me lose weight. Sitting on Instagram scrolling is not helping me clean out that closet that I've been meaning to clean out for 7 months. Scrolling on Instagram is not helping me plant the garden that I've been wanting to plant for 2 years. You know what I mean? Scrolling on Instagram is not helping me, change my hairstyle, right? I wanted to do my hair, but instead I'm on Instagram. Reallocate your wasteful time. So, back to me starting the YouTube channel. I took a week off of social media because I felt overwhelmed, okay? I felt like I was comparing myself, and I literally looked at how much time I was spending on social media, and I was like, this cannot be happening. Like, I cannot afford to spend this much time on social media. Okay. So, with that being said, I stopped scrolling. I would take time when I knew I was going to work on my side hustle. And this is what I had to do in the beginning to give myself discipline. I would delete Instagram and Facebook. There was no TikTok then for me. Instagram and Facebook, I deleted from my phones, from both of my phones. You can always re-download the app, your username and password saved. I deleted the apps. When it was side hustle time, I deleted the apps. Do you see that? That gave me the 2 to 3 hours a day because I was spending about 4 hours a day scrolling on social media. I don't know how. I don't know where I had that time, but I said, screw that. 2 to 3 hours to my side hustle, and I can engage on social media for an hour. And that's me responding to comments, answering DMs, and things of that nature. Does that make sense? I was at work with coworkers, and we would have a fun lunch every single day. I would go eat with them. I stopped eating with my coworkers every day because all we did was moan and complain about work. Sometimes we talked about family, but it was like a negative environment in the sense of like our job, the job we liked, the managers, the coworkers, the VP, we did not. So we was over there complaining at lunch. And I was just like, how can I better use this 1 hour at lunch? Not sitting here with them who are not working on their side hustles. They just want to complain. So I said, I'm eating lunch with you guys once a week. Let me know what day you want to eat lunch. It was usually like Fridays, sometimes Wednesdays. All those other 4 days, I had an hour lunch, y'all. All those other 4 days, you could find me in my car. You could find me in a corner in a closed room with the door closed. I would go in the room where there was a room for you to pump. If no woman was in there, no one needed to pump, I would go in that room and I would work on my side hustle. Okay. On office property, I would just listen to YouTube and journal. In the car, I would be uploading videos. I would be writing description boxes. I would be responding to comments, right? In the building, it was more so like me just writing because they can't tell me what to write, and listening to like YouTube podcasts and the coaching programs that I bought. Do you guys see? If this is making sense, please put a yes in the chat. I reallocated wasteful time. Moaning and complaining with my coworkers is not helping my life at all. It's actually put me in a negative cloud. So I said, screw that. I'll eat with y'all once a week. And the other 4 days, I'm going to my car. I would bring my lunch. I would eat in my car and I would get stuff done. I would bring my laptop, have a Google Doc that was available to use on with no internet. And that's why I will be planning out stuff, writing out my YouTube video outlines for the videos I was going to record that weekend, right? I was planning out my first course that I sold. I was planning out all my content for the Money Saving Academy that I have right now, right? I was planning it all out. I made it work, but I was not about to sit around and waste 4 hours a week that I had. That was my time. Some of those lunch breaks, I would go to CVS. I would go to Walgreens. I would go record a video and edit that sucker. So as soon as I got home, I could upload it. reallocate that wasteful time. When I was driving to work, okay, once Kinsley was out the car and we had like a longer drive, y'all, I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to YouTube videos. I was listening to the coaching programs that I had paid for. I was listening to positivity. I was listening to meditation. Okay. I would use that time instead of listening to music. Some days I would listen to music. I would listen to music with Kinsley. And some days Kinsley was up there listening to a motivational podcast or how we was going to make money. Okay. Because that's good for her too. Not every day. I didn't bore her. But when I was in the car and I had that long stretch of getting her in traffic, I reallocated my time. That was about easily 7 hours of content I could listen to a week. Because picking up Kinsley, there was always like, it would take me an hour to pick her up from daycare. It would take me an hour. And then my times in the morning, easily that was 7 hours of good content going into my ears. When you're listening to positivity, there's no way for you to go but up. If you are consuming positive, good content. If this is making sense, y'all type yes in the chat. Hey, Dana, if you are listening to positivity, if you are listening to people who are where you want to be or on the way to where you want to go, it fired me up. So I would be really excited, go into that 9 to 5, and then get super excited for lunch. And then when I was leaving there, all the way, the traffic would be like, oh my God. But I would be listening to things that hype me up because I'm like, all right, once Kinsley's in bed, I'm going to do this, and this. Okay? Reallocate your wasteful time. So instead of watching my favorite shows every day and when they were on, okay, you may not want to do this, but again, back to number 1, I decided that my side hustle was important to me. Watching my favorite shows, and y'all, when I tell y'all that Big Brother is my favorite show, I used to watch live feeds all day, every day. I'm right now 3 episodes behind a Big Brother. I know everything that happened. I know who went home on the double and everything because read the spoilers. But Fridays are the days where I sit down and I binge watch my shows. Okay. Back then, I didn't have Bae. Like right now, me and Bae, we usually watch like a movie or something every night when I get in bed. But when I was living by myself, I wasn't watching any TV. Kinsley would watch her TV. Kinsley would watch her iPad. I wasn't watching TV. I would turn on something when I was going to bed, but I would turn on like Martin or something just so I have a little noise to go to sleep. I literally would wait and save all my shows from the week and just sit on the couch and binge them on Friday after work. Does that make sense? I would binge them all after work on Friday because taking that 1 to 2 hours every day, this one on Monday, this one on Tuesday, this one on Thursday, that's time that could go to my side hustle. And I was so much more productive when I was able to work in small spurts. And then on Friday, I would watch like 4 or 5 shows. I would be super excited. And if I was motivated after all my shows were done, I would work on the side hustle some more too. But back to number 1, when I said Friday was me day, Saturday was for family, so I did stuff with Kinsley, and then Sunday was side hustle day, okay? So the second biggest way that I made time for my side hustle was I reallocated my wasteful time. Does anybody have any questions about reallocating your wasteful time before I get to number 3? If you're ready for number 3, put 3 in the chat. I have 2 things to share before I go to number 3. Someone asked me a coupon question. Can I use only WAGS cash to pay for a transaction? Yes, but you can only use WAGS cash in denominations of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. So if your total is $12, you can pay $10 in WAGS cash, and then you got to pay that leftover with cash, credit, debit, or something else. Excuse me, so my transaction was voided, so are my paper coupons still active? Yes, they should give you your paper coupons back if your transaction is voided. Okay, so I answered those questions. That was the first thing. Second thing is I need to celebrate with y'all because I have a program called the Moneymaker Side Hustle Academy. And it is for women who are looking to start and scale a side hustle to make consistent money every single month. Inside, I'm helping them make sales, get clients, grow their social media, create a marketing plan, everything they need to get their side hustle from start to finish, making consistent money every single month. And y'all, 2 more women joined last night, right? I have 2 or I have 3. 2 more women joined last night, and we need to get them on the wall of fame. So these are actually biz besties, which I love so much. We are going to first welcome Anita. I don't think she's watching them, but Anita, welcome to the Moneymakers Academy. I am so excited to have you and help you make that money that you want to make in your side hustle. And I'm so happy that you're here with your biz besties. So we're going to get her up on the wall. So if you are someone and you're like, Crystal, I need help with my side hustle. What you're saying sounds great, but I don't know what to do with the time that I have for my side hustle. I don't know how to get sales. I don't know how to get my clients. I don't know how to collect payments. I don't know how to start an email list. You can join the Money Makers Academy and I will help you with it all. We officially start on Tuesday. All right. And I'm excited. We're going to welcome Rita to the Money Makers Academy. Y'all, I am so excited. We had our first, our welcome party call last night. It was beautiful. I don't even have words. We were together for almost 2 hours. It was magical. Everyone got to introduce themselves. Everyone was helping each other. We went over everything. It was just beautiful. So if you are someone who wants help with your side hustle, this is the program for you. It will not open again until 2022. It will definitely cost more. But think about how much money you could make over the next 6 months if you jump in now and start making money. All right? So we're up to 13. And I'm so excited. And y'all, for those of you who don't know, my freaking mother joined. My mother was in there last night and we were having such a ball because my mother's in there and I'm so excited to be helping her. Okay, so I see some threes. Are y'all ready for number 3? The third chunk of how I made time for my side hustle. Oh, the Moneymaker Side Hustle Academy. It is $129 a month for 6 months. And you get access to the Money Makers Academy as well as the Money Saving Academy. And I'll drop the link here for you to check it out. And then if you have any questions for me, you can ask me these questions before we get off of the live. But you get everything in my Money Saving Academy. So all the couponing, budgeting, meal planning, strategic shopping. And then you also get 2 live coaching calls with me every month in the Moneymaker side. We have a private Moneymakers Facebook group that has weekly homework assignments, journaling prompts, and check-ins for accountability. And then we are doing a book club. We're going to be reading 2 to 3 books over the next 6 months as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting one other thing. But let me drop the link here for you. Let me drop you the link. I'm so excited. I always forget to say the price, but it's $129 a month for 6 months. And if you want to chat with me, I'm doing calls today. If you feel like this is for you and you want to talk to me before you sign up, you absolutely can. I'm doing calls today, but we start on Tuesday. I don't have a lot of time on Monday to do calls, but I can absolutely talk to you today. I'm open for the rest of the day. So if you want to chat, shoot me an email. Crystal, I want to talk to you so that I can join. So here is the link to sign up. You can check out the page, Doretha, and if you have any other questions, just let me know, okay? I'll be available on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok pretty much all day. So let me know. Hey, you said good morning. Hey, good morning. It's good afternoon for me, but good morning to you. All right, so there's the link, Doretha. Check it out and let me know if you're interested, okay? Okay, the third way, back to my notes, the third way that I've made time for my side hustle. Are you ready? May sound simple, but it was very crucial. I planned out my tasks. That was the third way I made time, okay? Because when you're in your head and you're like, I want to do all of this, I want to make all this money, I want to do all the things, it can be jumbled up. So I did all this stuff before I had my coach, because my whole first year of my YouTube channel, I didn't have a coach. I just did some self-paced coaching programs. So what I did was I would do a daily or like a weekly brain dump where I would write down everything I wanted to accomplish for that week. And then I would literally break it down and say, Monday, I'm doing this. Tuesday, I'm doing this. Wednesday is going to stay open so that way if there's anything from the other days I didn't do, I can finish. Thursday, I'm going to do this. And then Sunday, I'm going to do this. Okay? So I knew each day when it was time to work on my side hustle, what I should be doing. Because on Sundays, it was also my planning day. So since I didn't work my 9 to 5 on Sundays, either late on Saturday night or on Sunday night, I would sit and I would say, all right, what do I want to accomplish this week? And what days am I doing what? So when it was time for me to work at lunch, I knew exactly what I was doing at lunch. I knew exactly what I was going to do when I got home. I knew exactly what I wanted to do for that week. And I also gave myself a cushion day. Wednesday was usually my cushion day where it was like I didn't plan to do anything on Wednesday. It was like a catch up day to figure out, all right, if I didn't finish anything from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I got it done on Wednesday. Okay. So planning is going to help you also not be wasteful with your time. So if I knew I had like 15 things to do and I had something really quick that I could do that during lunch. Or, excuse me, while Kinsley was eating dinner, I could do something while she's eating dinner. Okay. I could do something when I would take her to birthday parties and I was watching her. I would be sitting there with my laptop going away. She's playing with the kids. She's not worrying about me. I would be doing stuff on my laptop or I would be doing stuff on my phone. So I always make sure that my tasks were really broken down and I knew this is what I needed to do for the whole week. So I could easily just grab something. I could always edit a video. I still run my whole YouTube channel from a phone. So I could be anywhere with a headphone in, editing a video, and people would never know, right? So I planned out everything that I wanted to do based on my end goal. So that way I could always fill in all the pockets of time that I had. Okay. That makes sense. Type yes in the chat. So let me recap the 3 ways that I made made time for my side hustle. The first thing was I decided that it was important. I decided that my side hustle was important. So with that, I made time for it. And y'all, I mean, on my calendar, on my Google Calendar, I would block out time. It was like side hustle, side hustle, side hustle, record at CVS and Walgreens, side hustle, side hustle. So that way, no one can book me. And I knew what I was doing at that time. Okay. Second, I reallocated wasteful time. What are you doing that's not adding value to your life? I'm not saying not to live, y'all. We got to live our lives, but you've got to put what's important in front of you. And if binging a whole Netflix show in a day is important to you, great. But is that really going to help you make more money? Is that going to help you get to your end goal? So you always have to decide what's your end goal, and is what I'm doing right now helping me get closer to my goal or further away? So yes, you can binge watch a Netflix show, but you don't have to watch the whole thing in one day. I reserve that for Fridays, but Sunday through Thursday, I wasn't binge watching anything unless it was like a finale of something. I'm not binge watching anything throughout the week because that's work time. That's put your head down because I decided that it was important to me. And the third way is I planned out all my tasks. So I always knew what I needed to do and what I wanted to do. So that way it could always fit into my time pockets. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about making time for their side hustle? Does anybody have any questions about having a side hustle, wanting to have a side hustle, being scared about a side hustle? Now is the time to ask your questions. I would love to hear them. If you're nervous, if you're scared, if you're worried, and if you don't want to ask your question publicly, that's totally okay. Feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can email me hello@christhemaximizer.com. I would love to chat with you. But what questions do you all have about starting a side hustle, growing a side hustle, and more importantly, like having time for it? Because like I said in the beginning, we have time for whatever we deem that's important. You're going to make time for anything that you feel is important. You will make time for it. So you have to decide, how important is the side hustle to you? What does the side hustle mean to you and your family? And is it something that you truly want to do? And if it is, it needs to be a priority and you need to put it on your schedule. Okay? All right. So I'll stay on a couple minutes. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I will stay on for a couple minutes. Hey, Bree, I'll stay on for a couple minutes and answer any questions. So please feel free to drop your side hustle questions down in the comments. Again, the Moneymaker Side Hustle Academy, we start officially on Tuesday, September 21st. And we are going to be working on the basics of starting your side hustle and planning it out. We're going to basically plan what our next 6 months are going to look like. We're going to plan sales goals. We're going to do all the things around planning so that when they show up to work in their side hustles every day, they know exactly what they're going to be doing. Okay? I'm super excited. I can't stop talking about it. I'm so giddy. And last night was just so much confirmation of like, this is amazing and women need this. It was so nice. Okay. I don't see any more questions. Any more questions on TikTok? I had one in here. Let's see. Okay, I answered that one already. Working on my side hustle for this week. Yes. And time management is very crucial to success. It absolutely is. It could literally make or break you. And the other thing that I found when I was side hustling was you can get so much done in an hour if you put your head down and focus. You'll look up and you'll be like, oh crap, I did this and this and that and this. Like, how in the heck, literally, you can get so much done in an hour if you put your head down, focus, and do the work. You can get so much done. It's insane. And being able to manage that time in between your other priorities, when you master that, it's like, and I always tell people, like, can you wake up an hour earlier? Can you stay up an hour later? I work with a lot of moms. A lot of the women in my program had children. So we've got to make the sacrifice. Yes, we still have to be mother. A lot of us have to be wives, take care of other people, right? But you literally have got to put yourself as a priority, your self-care first, and then whatever your life goals, your side hustle goals, your money goals are. I want to make money from Pinterest, but don't know how. Ooh, Charlie, I would love to talk to you about that. I have started to dabble in Pinterest, but there's a couple of different ways that you can make money from Pinterest. So like I said, I'm going to give you a call and we can chat about working together. Are you yeah, we'll chat. I'm going to call you because I know we're going to talk, okay? And we can chat about that. I'm going to put a note here, Pinterest. Okay? Any other questions? Hey, Becca! The master copywriter is here. Thanks for popping in, Becca. Anybody else have any other questions? Questions, comments, concerns? If you want to chat with me because you think the Moneymakers Academy may be a good fit for you, please shoot me a DM over on Instagram, or you can send me an email, hello@KrysTheMaximizer.com. I'm doing calls today, so if you want to talk to me, today's the day. I've already done one call, and I have one other one that's for sure scheduled, and then I'm going to call like a bunch of people as well. So if you want to be called, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go. Probably won't be live tomorrow because I have an event to go to. So I'll be live again on Sunday. I don't know the topic, but it'll be Sunday evening. I'm learning to organize my stockpile. Yay! And I teach that in stockpile and everything inside of the Money Saving Academy. So if you're like, I don't need to make money, I need to save my money and get it together, I also have a Money Saving Academy too. I have both. But I need to organize my stockpile. I'm actually going to be filming myself doing that because I need. And one part of the video should be up on Sunday. That's my plan. So between tonight and tomorrow, I will be organizing my stockpile too. So yeah, that's always fun. Okay, I don't see any more questions. So I am going to go. You all have a good rest of your Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye.